Everybody, it is Paul English, and welcome to a very special Nerds Unite as One show. We are here for one reason and one reason only, to discuss the unbelievable epicness that dropped on us Thursday night, the premiere of the second trailer for Captain America Civil War. It was a sight of unadulterated epicness, and we cannot wait to discuss it. I say we because we have a tremendous panel, quite large, and I'm going to introduce to you right now, starting with my best friend, my partner, my brother, Caleb Tufts. Caleb, what's going on, buddy?
Not much, guys. Had to be here. Super excited. Sorry I haven't been around. I've been super fucking busy, with the baby, and I've been working 6 days a week. But could not miss this. Thankfully, I have tomorrow off. It's my only day off of the week, so I was like, damn, I'm definitely getting on this. This fucking trailer was amazing, and yeah. We got Underoos.
Indeed, we did. Also, returning with us, as always, is our other co-founder, other co-host. He has been doing a great job filling in for me and Caleb, but we have been taking care of our real lives. He has been living out the nerd fantasy. It is Chris Miller. Chris, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, guys? DC represent! Represent DC. Let me stop.
Oh.
Okay, do I need to kick you off? I'm holding over the X right now.
What was that?
I'm holding over the X.
Hey, you still got a week and a half, all right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! Woo! But yeah, this one. I'm going bananas over it. Under rules! Rules, man.
You're not calling him that.
Don't worry, people. If you don't know you should know the joke. Otherwise, why the hell are you watching this? Mike Gulick is also here from Geek Salad. Mike, it's good to have you here.
Yeah, glad to be back. I was off the last couple weeks because I was in sunny Florida. Oh, yeah. But I am back and glad to be hanging out with the Nerds United.
Hey guys, nice. We are glad to have you back. Also joining us as well, it is Colton. How are ya?
I'm Colton Hunt, and screw Tony Stark.
What? That's a bold statement.
Even if my favorite hero is on his team.
That's a bold statement.
Unfortunately.
All right. And also joining us, we have the youthful, the optimistic. It is Mr. Avi. What's going on, sir?
Yeah. Wait, is that because I have faith in Ghostbusters? Is that why I'm optimistic?
Don't even
No, it's because you're so young and
Hey, so do I.
unaware of the harsh reality of life.
Because that trailer was just the worst trailer ever. Yeah.
I'm sorry I couldn't have joined.
Yeah, I already talked to
I was just busy at the time.
You should have been there, Colton, and Caleb, you too. That was an interesting
No, Colton probably would have been on my side. Just that it wasn't the worst trailer ever.
Hey, I would have been on your side. I'm looking forward to it.
I would have been on your side for the most part. I mean, I feel like it's worse. I'll just quickly say that I thought it was just a mediocre trailer. Like nothing that was like god awful or whatever. Pardon my language. I mean, I've seen worse.
The international trailer actually is pretty good.
I mean, remember the trailer for the third trailer for Batman versus Superman? Now that was a poor trailer, but that's another.
No, the second trailer for Batman v Superman sucked. The third one was pretty good.
I lost track of
I'm not talking about shitty trailers, gentlemen. We are here to discuss an awesome trailer. I think I remember reading somewhere that it got about 100,000 views in less than 24 hours, I believe it's called. But anyway, let's get our overall thoughts, and then we'll do some specifics. I friggin' loved this trailer. Everything about it, from the way it was cut, to the music, to the scene that we used, everything about it, it was just glorious, action-packed, awesomeness. I cannot wait for this movie, guys. You know, I've said this enough, that Captain America is my #1 most anticipated film of the year, even more so than Batman v Superman. I know Caleb's cringing right now, but it's the truth. And you do not need any more proof than that trailer that just aired to know why it is my #1 most anticipated film of the year. May 6th cannot get here soon enough. And what is so glorious that's actually my last day of school for the semester, so it's going to be my end of semester gift to myself. I am going opening day come hell or high water. So, yes, I loved it so much, including, I would say, from between watching for myself and watching, like, a reaction video, I've probably seen about 25 times. All right, so Caleb, I am coming to you next. What do you think of the trailer?
Oh, sorry, me, yeah. I mean, I fucking loved it. It was fucking amazing. Just the way it looks. I mean, it feels like, you know, an Avengers movie, but in a good way, if that makes sense. Like, yeah. I'm liking how the story looks. I'm liking that all the drama that's going on. We don't know what's going on with War Machine. You know what I'm saying, with War Machine. That was intense. I mean, like, and like some of the lines that Tony, because you think of Tony Stark, probably, you know, he's the funny, you know, he makes the jokes and everything. Mm-hmm. But then there's the scene where, you know, Cap's like, I don't know about that, and he's like, you know, sometimes I just want to punch you in the teeth. I'm like, whoa. Mm-hmm. All right, Tony. Like, I see you. Okay, man. You know, I love that we get General
Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah, thank you, Thunderbolt Ross, and he's just like showing him all the destruction that really probably isn't their fault. I mean, yeah, they could have contained it better, probably, but I just think it looks good. I mean, the ending we'll save because all of us have our thoughts on that. I know you'll pick that up later. But overall, it's an absolutely fantastic trailer. And real quick, could you say Venom opening day? I already got my tickets. I already paid for them, and we already picked them up. So, just saying. But anyway, absolutely fantastic trailer. Loved it to death.
I will say I tried to get my tickets for it today, but I was a little bit early, unfortunately. There's not all the screen times for the 26th are being shown, so I'm going to have to try again in a few days to get my tickets. But I'm going opening weekend, okay?
Nice.
I am going. All right, Chris, I will come to you. Civil War, what'd you think? Trailer.
I'm just, you know, I'm seeing it, just freaking out over it. It's just like, I mean, this film looks, you know, this film, I mean, just like the opening shot. It seems like a film that's like, oh man, it's just so gripping in so many ways. I like that. I mean, of course, Marvel films are known for being really lighthearted, and there's nothing wrong with that. But this film seems a lot more serious. It seems a lot more. It embraces a serious tone. Some of the moments that it's just like, I mean, you're just like, you're just literally shaking when Cable says about Tony talking to Steve and saying, threatening him, says, sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect TV. It's like, and I was like, bro, it's like he's not holding back, you know that. No. He's not holding back one bit, you know. And this is like some of the stuff, you know. Yeah, it's pretty intense. You know, we're in for quite a roller coaster, especially with War Machine. I still think he's going to die, though. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's something about it. I mean, something. Some of our beloved heroes might not make out of this. I mean, hopefully not. But yeah, it's just. I mean, it's just. But yeah, there's so many great moments. You know. Scarlet Witch owning Vision, for instance, that thing had me on the edge of my seat. I just can't wait to see this movie. Of course, Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther, awesome. This is like in those first key moments, you know, with Winter Soldier, you know, I mean, delightful. And of course, that last shot, oh my, insane. My faith might be restored. My faith might. Oh my goodness. We will. I mean, yes. I mean, this character has had a few, you know, rough patches here and there, but with that, what we see in that trailer, I say, my faith may be restored. It's like, but this trailer was no doubt fantastic. Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. All right, Avi, I'll come to you next. What did you think of the Civil War trailer?
Well, first I'm going to say someone is going to die, of course, but it won't be War Machine. They wouldn't be that blatant.
Okay.
You have no idea, Avi.
Okay, before I give my thoughts on the trailer, because I thought it was a really good trailer. Could we please downplay our expectations? Because I feel like this happened a year ago with Age of Ultron. Everyone was so hyped, it's the greatest trailer ever, and then everyone had these petty complaints about the movie. I feel like the same exact thing is going to happen with Civil War. It's going to be a pretty good movie, but people are going to say, oh, but it wasn't perfect.
I think we've learned our lesson.
Like, Age of Ultron, I understand the complaints, but whatever, like... I still think it's a really good movie, and people should learn to enjoy a movie.
None of us have ever said it wasn't a good movie.
Yeah.
No, but there were complaints with it that were similar to the complaints of the first Avengers movie, but people looked past them in the first.
It was good, but I had problems with it. But
yeah, that's everyone.
I never said it wasn't like a really good movie because it is. It's just not as good as it could have been.
Besides, it wasn't a great movie. I wouldn't have.
So it's not as good. Yeah, it wasn't perfect. I admit it wasn't perfect. It wasn't as good as it could have been. Neither is the first Avengers movie, but whatever.
I mean, I got banished to the corner when I said that. So.
Yeah. Oh, so did I.
Yeah.
But what's it called? So yeah, Civil War. It was a good trailer. I'm downplaying my expectations because I don't want this just to be the same thing that happened with Age of Ultron, and I think everyone should just downplay their expectations because it might not be perfect. It's a good trailer. I don't know if we should get to what we all thought about Spider-Man in the trailer or what. But yeah, I don't know. I like AntMan riding on Hawkeye's bullet. There's not much I could really say about it. Like, I have a couple thoughts on Spider-Man's look.
Which we'll get to at the end.
It was just a good trailer.
All right. I do want to point out that we all agree, like, there's no such thing as a perfect movie. And I think, although we will say, I think all of us do have, like, one or two films that we think come close to perfect, though which films those be could differ. I mean, I can tell you, like, films I think are close to perfect would be Casablanca and Star Trek 2. I mean, those are close to perfect movie, but no film is perfect.
Truman Show, that's close.
Don't forget about Iron Man 3.
Fuck you.
Truman Show's really...
You can nitpick any movie, Paul. You can nitpick and say, well, I didn't really like this. And, like, film is subjective.
Yeah.
So
Don't forget The Dark Knight Rises.
No, I'm saying, like, I could love a movie, love it so much, but then Paul could watch the same exact movie and be like, well, I didn't like this, like, this could have been better, the story was just alright, like, you know, so, it's impossible, you know, I mean, like, that's why I love film, because I could love something that Paul could hate, you know, so, it is what it is. So
all film is subjective, but you have to admit sometimes it kind of does hurt when someone actually kind of disses your favorite movie. I guess you could say. I mean, it's kind of petty, but like I said, A New Hope is my favorite movie ever. So whenever I see someone say that they don't like Star Wars, that kind of like feels like a bit of a punch.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're still
Who
huge.
doesn't like Star Wars? That's just weird.
That's not American.
Who doesn't like Star Wars?
Who does not like Star Wars?
Like, I've met a few people probably that don't like Star Wars, and I'm like, are you from like a different planet?
I don't associate with people who don't like Star Wars.
Are we talking about the same movie? You know? Okay, whatever.
Oh, sorry, I got us off topic.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
No, we're too far off. All right, Colton, I'll come to you next. And overall, what do you think of the trailer?
I really liked the trailer, and I've loved seeing all the reaction videos to it. I will admit that at first I was a little iffy on aspects of it, like the fact that Tony is being Mr. Responsibility, but it does make sense. I guess they could have given him more lines that made it seem like he was personally taking responsibility as opposed to saying, we need to be put in check as opposed to, well, himself. Even though the fact that he's working with the government seems to be like, yeah, he is taking responsibility for the times he's screwed up in the past. That just remains to be seen, but I did like it, though. I felt like the bits we saw from Tony was some of Robert Downey Jr.'s best acting in the franchise, especially the scene where Captain America says, we don't need to fight, Tony, and then Tony just looks at him, looks pretty pissed off, and then bam, he sucker punches him, and then we see...
Yeah, this look like, yeah, we do, Steve. Yeah.
And then there's the look on his face when he's holding Rose War Machine's possibly dead corpse, and I'm really hoping he doesn't die. I mean, he really hasn't exactly had the best track record in the Marvel Universe, so I would like to see him have maybe one proper film before he bites it, and I guess this is that film then. Oh, boy.
All right.
But yeah, I really liked all the action scenes we got. It was a very good way to tease some of their new characters, like, of course, Spider-Man, and I really liked what they did with Black Panther. Like, sure, there was the scene where he caught up to Bucky riding on a motorcycle, but the most badass thing we saw of him was when a helicopter fired at him, and he just stood there and took it because, well, I guess we can assume his outfit is made with vibranium or has something to do with vibranium or whatever. That was pretty badass, among other things. Looking forward to seeing how Chadwick Boseman plays the character, among other things. And let's see here. What else?
Yeah, his suit is actually woven vibranium.
Okay, thank you. It's like I am wondering how the other Avengers are going to get woven into the plot, since, well, this is obviously Captain America's story, so you have to wonder how much screen time the other characters are gonna get. Like I'm pretty obviously Tony and Scarlet Witch, what's her name, Black Widow are going to have a significant amount of time, but I am wondering about, Black Panther, Hawkeye, Ant-Man. How are they going to get dragged into this? Are they going to be there from the beginning, or are they just going to come maybe halfway through the plot and mainly just be there for the big battle that was teased at the very end? Which I am looking forward to. And I've seen a lot of people making fun of the fact that the comic book Civil War has hundreds of heroes, whereas this is just Whereas this is like maybe 5 people on each side, each like a battle royale.
Yeah,
it's almost like the studio couldn't afford more superheroes.
But I have seen other people saying that having less superheroes means the stakes will be easier to project on screen, seeing as they'll be able to divide the fight screen time up beat more easily. I think, which I think that is the case. Yeah, seeing Ant-Man riding on Hawkeye's arrow and then jumping through Iron Man's hand was pretty cool to watch. And yeah, seeing Scarlet Witch taking down Vision, well, hopefully she doesn't take him down, because I like Paul Bettany and I don't want to lose him. I don't want to lose him in this movie. But of course, considering what Scarlet Witch did to Ultron, I guess we shouldn't be surprised that she's that she's a match for Vision, even with that Infinity Stone infused within him. And of course, there was the very end of the trailer, which we'll get into momentarily, featuring my favorite superhero ever.
Underoos.
What?
Yeah.
I just said Underoos.
You're not calling him that. Let's not forget about Tony saying, "Stand down, final warning," and the Cap's all, "I can do this all day." Man.
Yeah, I know the callback to the first movie.
Yeah, that was good.
Callback to the first Cap movie. All right, Mike, you are up next. Real quick, overall thoughts on the trailer.
Overall thoughts? I absolutely adored this trailer. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was a perfect trailer to get us all hyped up for Civil War, even more so. A few little thoughts that I had. For one, after dozens or so times of watching it, does anyone else think that the blast that takes down Rhodey looks remarkably similar to the blast that from the weapon that Colton had in Avengers?
Coulson.
Yeah, Coulson.
It's I don't know.
Maybe I'm looking too far into it, but it looks very similar. Anyway,
are you saying Coulson's gonna shoot him?
No, but I'm saying that weapon was probably, S.H.I.E.L.D. had it, and therefore Hydra has it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hydra.
Now.
Thanks a lot, Coulson.
Sorry, I got a
All right, I didn't know your cat was a nerd too. Let him join.
He's not so much a nerd as he likes to get his tail in my face. A scene that I've noticed nobody seems to mention much is the one where it looks like Iron Man's pretty much threatening Black Widow, and then she's like, I'm not the one that needs to watch his back. So that could show like maybe the relationship between those two is not as hunky-dory as it may appear.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
Yeah.
All right.
I absolutely adore the Tony's eyes when Winter Soldier almost shoots him. It's like he's just like, I can't believe he just did that. That's when he realizes the stakes are really high for this. And just one last thing. Can we all agree that the Russos have excellent fight choreography?
Yeah.
I mean, the fights in Winter Soldier and now the fights that looks like they're coming in this one, I cannot freaking wait.
Oh, dude, they're gonna be epic.
You mean Beth?
By the way, can I say something I forgot to mention?
Real quick.
No, because I had posted this in the group chat about there's right before Spider-Man's introduced, like you see Black Widow standing on the other side. So someone brought up a point: is do they have Cap surrounded, or did Black Widow switch to Cap's side?
It's hard to say.
And it's too early to tell.
Yeah, hard to say from one shot.
I can't get a zoomed-in picture.
Can't really tell at this point.
Yeah, it's a quick shot.
I have to guess that she swapped sides, but yeah, it's too early to tell.
All right, you guys. So let's move on. Let's get into a few specifics. And one thing that I want to bring up is, as one of you put it, this film is definitely proven to be a lot more serious and darker tone Marvel movie than what they have done before. And the proof of that is actually that scene where General Ross is showing Cap and his team, the destruction that they call it, New York, Washington, Sokovia. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but if you look at those footage, those clips, there's actually some numbers on the right-hand side of the screen, with the top number showing the amount of property damage in billions, and the one on the bottom showing the number of civilian casualties that happen at each event. And being a nutball that I am and wanting to prepare for this, I did a count up of the total of all of it. And if I did my number correctly, between New York, Washington, and Sokovia, there was $495.6 billion in property damage, and 274 civilian casualties.
So they blew some shit up. Okay,
Yeah, I think that's why I think that's part of the reason that the Sokovia Accords are going to be put into effect in the movie. Like, I don't think the government is they're not blaming the Avengers for it. They acknowledge that they saved the world, but they were maybe they were a little sloppy in what they were doing. That if they had more restrictions on them, maybe the numbers wouldn't be so high.
Oh my God.
I think that's what the government's thinking in creating.
Does the government realize that if it wasn't for the Avengers, that there would be no Earth to save? Because
that's one thing. They're not denying the Avengers saved the world. They're not denying it. They're saying, these guys have been. I think Ross said in the first trailer to Cap, you've operated with unlimited power and no supervision. And, the government saying, maybe if they were supervised a little more, maybe those numbers wouldn't be so high.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a zero, but I mean, that kind of tells you right there, almost $500 billion in property damage and close to 300 innocent people getting killed. Oh boy, this is definitely the most serious Marvel movie I've ever seen. You guys agree?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised they didn't show the damage from the Hulkbuster versus Hulk fight. Maybe it was because the Hulk isn't in this movie, but
the one thing I love most about that scene though is just the when Cap looks at sees Scarlet Witch kind of turn away, he says, "Okay, that's enough."
That's enough.
I just because I really think he's going to have a very protective, almost older brother feel to her. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I
didn't see that coming. Too soon?
Yeah, I get it.
Older. Okay. I'm tough. All right, I missed it. What's going on here?
You didn't see that coming?
Okay. Oh God.
Sorry, I should have gone with a worse Russian accent. You did not see that coming?
You don't see that coming, comrade. If you want to do a Russian accent, make sure you get it proper. I know you.
I am the rider. Oh, wrong movie.
And have the vodka.
Okay, I'm driving. I'm just kidding.
I think Captain America's gonna die in this movie because Chris Evans has at least one more film on his contract.
Right.
And they could have lied about it just so we would think he wouldn't die. And then pull the rug out from under us, psych, he really did die. You bought the old, hey, he's a contract in St. Pat's movie.
What if they kill off Spider-Man?
If they actually killed off Spider-Man, though I would be utterly pissed off with that, it would almost kind of heighten some of the stakes up a bit, because, in this movie, he's a kid, and I can almost see Cap snapping at Tony for dragging him into this conflict and saying, he was a kid, you idiot, and then really letting him have it.
You guys do know that we're getting a Spider-Man solo movie next year, right? So there's no way in hell he's gonna die.
It was called
1,000 times. They could just do that.
It's called Miles Morales.
You know, I'm sorry, but I don't want. I want to see Miles Morales on a live action Miles, not right now. Right now, stick with Peter Parker and drag his story out a good one.
Let's do Peter Parker right, though. I mean,
yeah,
that's what I want to see. I mean,
yeah,
I haven't seen a good Spider-Man movie since Spider-Man 2. So I mean,
you're right. It's been a long time. So yeah, let's do it right, people. All right, so yeah, they're definitely showing a more serious. All right, so let's talk about some crucial scenes that we saw during the show. Let's talk about that prison that rose up out of the ocean. I think that's. If you think all that, you all think that's the raft, that prison that in the comics AntMan and Iron Man built that contains supervillains.
Makes the most sense.
It does.
Probably. I don't read comic books. I don't really read many Marvel comics outside of Spider-Man, so I'm not really aware of the raft.
That's okay. I don't read comics. I've never read any of the comic books. So.
Okay.
All right.
Though, tie into the comics and what have you.
It looks like there's going to be at least three big battle locations. One that airport, one probably the raft, and one in that weird ice place that you see in the very opening shot.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm guessing that's probably going to be a flashback scene to how Cap rescued Bucky, maybe, or something like that.
Or maybe where Buck was before he escaped.
Right.
Or maybe where they put
like
Buck.
An escaped prisoner or something.
Maybe they captured Bucky and put him in there afterwards.
Maybe.
Maybe it's like a high security version of the raft.
So much speculation, so little time.
I know. We got less than 2 months before this movie comes out.
Oh man.
I need a DeLorean so badly right now.
Yeah.
Get a foot of flux capacitor in there. Just send me back to May 6th. Send me forward to May 6th, please.
Yeah, I'll go with a phone booth.
By the way, anybody notice Crossbones in this trailer?
Oh yeah, I saw him. He looks awesome.
Yeah, I know he's only there for maybe 1 second, but to see him actually punching Cap across a good small distance, that's more impressive than his last fight with Cap. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I actually know how he can do that because I saw the D23 footage.
Yeah, he really, has in mind achieving some retribution for what happened in Winter Soldier, though.
I can say I actually really do like that he's coming back. It would be pretty easy to just write him off as a random mook and random slightly tougher mook than the others, but so to see him coming back as Crossbones and all, I think that'll be pretty cool. I wonder how many people are going to be surprised to actually realize that Crossbones is the same character that Frank Grillo played. For those that did not read up on their comic book history and all that jazz.
Right.
I'm sure they'll make mentions of it. Like when during Cap and his confrontation, I'm sure he's gonna be gloating, saying, "You thought you killed me." Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he'd actually have to say that to Falcon, however, because he was the one he was fighting.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, take care of something real quick.
No problem, man.
All right. So were we still talking about Crossbones?
Yeah.
All right. So another. All right. I do want to bring this up. This is the major one. How freaking awesome does Black Panther look in this movie? Just the way he's kicking ass and he's taking Winter Soldier. He's going to chase down Winter Soldier on that bike and use his claws. Ooh, I cannot wait to see more of him.
Wonder how he's going to tie into all this. Like, was he Black Panther beforehand, or was he spurred to be it because of the whole fight between the Hulkbuster and the Hulk? I don't know.
There's actually a theory that I'm hearing that, you know that building that explodes like at the beginning of the trailer?
Yeah.
There's actually like a peace conference. He's there with his father.
Oh, boy.
And when the explosion happens, his father gets killed, and his father had the Black Panthers with him, so he's spurred on to become Black Panther because he believes that, Winter Soldier was set up to bomb the place. So that's why he's taking sides with Stark.
I don't know if they kill off T'Chaka or whatever. I don't think they kill off his father in this movie. Maybe in Black Panther, but because they did during the that Marvel Phase 3 announcement panel that they did in the El Capitan Theater a couple years ago. When he was talking about the Black Panther movie, Feige did say that he's a bit of a prince. He maybe become a bit of a king. So I think in that movie he's still a prince. I don't know if maybe that's a flashback or what, but
that might be the key because like I said, I've never read the comics. I'm only basing this off an animated movie, the Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes Disney XD show. But T'Challa does not become Black Panther until his father's dead.
This will be interesting. To see what happens. Because I do remember seeing that building blowing up. Then they did a cut to Black Panther supposedly being in the rubble. So
because they may end up changing it for the movie. Because as far as I know, there have been plenty of Black Panthers like centuries before T'Challa took up the mantle. I think he may have been Black Panther before the events happened. I'm not even sure, but I think that's that. I think he's been Black Panther before Civil War ever happened.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know.
It's a lot of speculation.
Okay, I don't know what happened to Chris. Looks like hopefully he'll be back momentarily. Looks like he's left for a moment. All right, so let's move on then.
Got kicked out.
I didn't do it. All right, so guys, what were some of your, obviously besides the final scene, which we'll get to, I promise. What were some of your other favorite scenes, other clips that happened during this trailer? Avi, I'll come to you first. Besides the Flash scene, what was one of your favorite scenes in the trailer?
Oh, I said Ant-Man riding the bullet, and I said
it's an arrow, Avi.
It's an arrow.
More than anything because of Ant-Man. Ant-Man, in my opinion, is the best Marvel movie out of what I've seen. I've seen both Avengers, Ant-Man, Captain America 2, Iron Man 3, and Guardians. And I like Ant-Man the most, just because it's like the most fun and stuff. Yeah. What else did I like about
Caleb, I think I can see your shock out of your face.
I can't really recall offhand.
He's getting pissed!
And I have a special guest here. We have the Black Panther.
By the way, there's a lag on, and so like.
Yeah, we have the real Black Panther in Mike's house. The real Black Panther is there. Say hello to T'Challa, everybody.
The Black Panther, more like the Black Cat, which we won't see in this franchise probably.
Hey, he's stalking his prey. He's a panther, all right.
And we just lost Avi.
Okay, what the heck is going on here? I hate.
And then there's four.
The real Fantastic Four right here. Okay, Fantastic Four plus Avi. He's back.
So
yeah, no, I keep getting. It's not. I kicked myself out there because
Furious 5.
Lag on my end.
All right, yeah. I do want to bring up Ant-Man real quick, and this is like, I think maybe like the one complaint I have about this trailer. It's more like a nitpick thing. Does anyone else notice how god-awful his helmet looks? It looks terrible.
I kind of like.
I couldn't really tell. It was like half a second.
Yeah, I feel like it's the kind of thing you wouldn't really. It's the kind of thing you wouldn't notice unless someone actually pointed it out to you. But his helmet doesn't look that bad, and
I don't even. I need to watch.
He's probably gotten a bit more.
Half a second. Most of the time,
Since he looked at Avengers, they probably decided to give him a more upgraded version of his helmet, I guess, or something like that. Because you have to remember, first got it's a motorcycle outfit, so I guess they wanted it to be a bit more ant-like, I guess. I'm not sure.
All right, Chris, welcome back.
Yeah, I had a few problems. Yeah.
All right, so we were just talking about Ant-Man and how I really don't like his new helmet. It does not look good.
It doesn't.
I didn't notice it. I'd have to.
I mean, it does seem a little. I don't know about goofy, but it's just. Yeah.
Ant-Man is goofy. It's a really.
The helmet itself is not bad. But it's not. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, it's just. But the design of it is just. something doesn't ring right. I don't have a huge issue with it, really.
I don't have a big issue. It's just like a minor nitpick I brought up. But anyway, aside from the last scene, which we will obviously get to, did you have a scene in the trailer that stood out to you as like, wow, that was awesome?
Too. The Vision, the Scarlet Witch, the Vision, the Scarlet Witch, face off, and of course, some of the scenes of Black Panther against Bucky. The fight choreography just looks being sick. Black Panther may have some serious beef with Bucky. It's just, I think Chadwick Boseman is terrific, and they could have not picked a better actor to play this role. It's just he and Spider-Man are probably going to be like the standouts of this whole thing. I can't wait to see them on the screen. And, oh man, my head is filling up with speculation. Just how their rivalry is. I'm telling it's regards to Black Panther and Winter. Should I say the former Winter Soldier? Yeah, it's something to me that seemed to kick ass.
Yes. All right. Great. Yeah, those are great scenes. All right, Colton. What about you? Aside from the obvious last scene, were there other couple scene clips in the trailer that stood out to you? Like, wow, that was awesome.
Nothing that we haven't talked about already. I think, like I said, I like seeing Black Panther being able to withstand being shot at by a helicopter, and there's also the scene in the trailer where Thunderbolt Ross shows them the damage from the previous films, and I thought that was a pretty good one. Like we said, Cap saying, "Okay, that's enough." It's like this is the year when superhero films.
I could do this all day. That was good.
Yeah, that was a good one too, and it's like this is the year when superhero films finally acknowledge all the property damage that happens to their films and what have you.
So
it usually comes out of Marvel movies. Because Age of Ultron kind of had the same thing. Like they realized that they're not going to be able to save everyone, and well, that's not really property damage, but yeah.
I remember when Age of Ultron came out, and everyone was talking about how ridiculously absurd it was that they managed to save everybody at Sokovia and whatnot. So I guess they were showing here that they did actually lose people in that incident, and even if they didn't, the fact that they wound up blowing up an entire small town is actually being acknowledged. It's not being
177.
Thank you, Paul.
Jeez, Paul, more a bit much.
177 people died at the Battle of Sokovia. That's what don't look at me. That's what the clip said in the trailer.
I mean, I'm not saying that's bullshit. I'm not saying that's crap or anything. I can go along with that. I mean, sure we didn't see everybody. Sure we didn't see people getting killed and what have you. But I mean, we don't need to have it be like Man of Steel, where they wind up atomizing an entire few city blocks or whatever.
If you call like $474 billion worth of property damage, that's what happened. The video said.
Aside from that, though, I also liked Crossbones and his one few second shot where he just lets Cap have it, and of course, like we said, the very last shot. And the shot before that, when everyone is charging each other and seeing Scarlet Witch somehow being able to fly, that was pretty cool, among other things. So
I think we're gonna get like a development of her powers in this movie.
I hope they explain them because I'm still kind of confused to how they work, but whatever.
Yeah. All right, Mike. Obviously, you are. Scenes that stood out to you.
Well, I'm gonna go with Chris. The Scarlet Witch's power. When I first heard about the lineup, I was like, Vision. That's pretty powerful. I mean, he's got Infinity Gem in his head. How the hell is it gonna beat him? I was like, you know what? Scarlet Witch. Yep. Because Age of Ultron. You got Thor, Iron Man, and Vision all combining their powers. Still can't take out Ultron. The Scarlet Witch blows up like a couple dozen Ultron drones in one blast, and then rips the still beating heart from Ultron and crushes it, all with her powers. Yeah, I think she could probably do it. So I think they're really gonna kind of mess with exactly how powerful is she? I can't wait to see what they do with that.
Yes,
And
yes.
yeah, I mean, Ant-Man, I don't really have a huge issue with his helmet. I mean, in static images, it may not look good, but I think in action it's going to be cool. And this is going to be his first superhero team up, so that's going to be pretty special, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of, there's something that I realized that there's something else I wanted to bring up. You know, we know that she's going to be in there, but in the 2 trailers that have come out, I have yet to see Agent 13. Like, where has she been this whole time? Because we know she's on Captain America's side.
You do see her very, very briefly.
In the first trailer, I think.
Yeah, in the scene where you see Captain and Falcon walking down while all the military guys are taking all their stuff. You see, you barely see him, but you see Martin Freeman's character standing right next to him is Agent 13.
Oh, okay. Hey, I want to bring this up real quick because I don't know. Maybe this was something I read, or maybe this is something that just occurred to me. How many of you think that Agent 13 is related to Peggy Carter? Like she might be her
granddaughter
or something.
She is.
I heard she's her grandniece or something like that.
It's her grandniece. They've already. I think they've said that already.
Oh, where was that? I missed that.
I don't know.
I think that's the character's official description. Maybe I would have to go back and check.
Yeah, I don't think they've actually said it in the movies, but I think in some like the background comic books they've mentioned her name as being Sharon Carter.
Ah, interesting.
Hopefully she's not her granddaughter, because if they ever got involved, that would be even more spooky than it already is.
Because, knowing Marvel, I got the feeling that the person who's going to die in this film is actually going to be Peggy. Given that, she's like, what, 95 as well in this movie?
We know she's dead. They've already released pictures of her funeral.
Thanks for the spoiler, you jerk!
It's online. It's free information there. Everybody knows it.
Okay, I mean, yeah.
Except me, I didn't hear it.
Oh.
As long as that doesn't take place, I don't know, the end of the movie.
No, it's like in like very beginning, I think.
Okay. Well, Peg kind of deserves it, I guess. I mean, she's lived a long life. She has Alzheimer's. She doesn't know that she can never remember that Cap is alive. I mean, after everything, and I think she deserves to go out peacefully, I think, and not witness this terrible war that's about to come down.
So I'm hoping that I want to see her come back for season 3 of Agent Carter. Come on, ABC, do not cancel that.
Me too. I've heard rumors that if they do wind up getting canceled, that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. might keep the character around in some capacity, like maybe we'll get some flashbacks with her. But I do hope she gets at least one more season to kind of close out the rest of her story, I think.
Speaking of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there was an article I was reading, and I want to get you guys' thoughts on it, but frankly, I agree with it. I think it is a huge mistake for the Marvel movies to keep ignoring Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well as all their other Netflix shows. Because, we all can admit, like, the first half of season 1 of S.H.I.E.L.D. was not very good, but after the events of Winter Soldier, it picked up big time, and it's been a great show. Their Netflix shows have been amazing. We got season 2 of Daredevil dropping this week. Luke Cage is coming out later this year, and we got Iron Fist coming out next year. And speaking of that controversy, we can discuss that another time. But I think that's something we should discuss. But anyway, I was reading an article.
By the way, they have official. Mike Coulter actually officially announced the release date for Luke Cage is going to be September 30th.
Yeah, I think I remember reading about that. I'm really excited for that. But yeah, I remember that someone actually asked the writers of the show, like, do you think there's ever going to come a time where we'll see Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cross over into the movies? And they started looking at each other like they had no clue what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. even was. It's like, come on, guy, you said this was going to be. Come on, Marvel, you said this was supposed to be a shared universe. So why the hell is it only the events of the movie affecting S.H.I.E.L.D.? Why can't we see the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cross over with the movies? I think it's stupid on Marvel's part to just keep ignoring the television show, because like it or not, they're there to stay.
Right. Because I really would have loved to have seen like the agents on the helicarrier and the Age of Ultron, and maybe see some of them jumping into the fight as well. I mean, yeah, that might have confused people that didn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but we all know that this is a shared universe, so you can't. So if their problem if they skipped it. And the fact that the Netflix shows haven't seemed to have to. See, I will admit that kind of while I don't exactly watch the Netflix shows, I will admit that it seems kind of weird that they don't exactly acknowledge whether or not they actually do take place in the MCU outside of very vague mentions. Like I did watch a couple of episodes of Jessica Jones, and she commented on the fact that other heroes do exist, but the way she words it doesn't exactly sound like she's referring to.
No, they alluded to it during Daredevil season 1. I remember there was like a episode where talking about, well, we don't have any guys with mystic hammers to worry about, so we're good to go.
They do make a few mentions in Jessica Jones. Like I know she mentions the big green guy a couple of times.
The weird thing about Jessica Jones is that it takes place, I think, after the Inhuman incident in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and yes, they're exchanging not a bunch of people with superpowers running around the neighborhood. From what I've seen anyway, I've only watched like 4 episodes so far.
No, there weren't a lot of Inhumans in there, but I mean, this is something that I want to, because it sucks that we're never going to see someone like Iron Man. We're going to see like RDJ appear on an episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and just interact with the with Fitz and Simmons, which I think would be just gold.
You can say that again. It's also kind of weird. I mean, I guess it's probably not in their price range to get Robert Downey Jr., but, well, I don't know. Couldn't he just show up out of the goodness of his heart?
I would like that. I want to see, because I also want to see Captain America show up and just have Coulson go all fanboy for him again.
Coulson is alive, period.
Yeah, that's another thing that's pissing me off. They seem to forget that they don't realize Coulson's not dead. He's still alive. And they have no clue. And even the cast members themselves have no idea about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, do y'all remember last year when the cast of Avengers appeared on Jimmy Kimmel to promote Age of Ultron? Clark Gregg calls them and like, hey, we're kind of in this golden age of television. Any chance we could get you guys to... And you got a chance you guys would like to come on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for an episode. They started looking at each other. Wait, what's that? What's that? Like, they were clueless.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that.
They didn't say that. Robert Downey Jr. says, like, Robert Downey Jr. and Mark Ruffalo say, we would love to join, like, quit blowing us off your small screen or something.
Well, yeah, but I mean, their initial hesitation, it's not like they said, oh, absolutely, right away. It's like they hesitated at first. Like, they didn't know what was going on.
I don't think they did.
Interesting.
So one thing I would like to see, because obviously we're going to get more new characters, and one thing I want to see Marvel start doing when they start signing new actors to play roles, I want Marvel to start putting a clause in the contracts of all their actors that they have to appear in at least 1 episode per season of Agents of
You know, it'd be pretty badass.
What?
If they introduce Carol Danvers in an episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That will be awesome.
Yeah, maybe that could be the way they introduce, they reveal who the actress is going to be in the movie.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
I'd like to see, I'd like to see Ghost Rider appear in an episode of S.H.I.E.L.D.
How
awesome would that be?
Fox or no? Wait, is he?
No, Marvel owns him again.
Oh, okay, awesome.
I'd also like to see Blade appear in an episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, if they ever want to revive Blade, start him off on S.H.I.E.L.D. That would just be awesome.
Yeah, like I think that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has made the best of the situation, but it would be cool to actually see them getting the other characters in on the action, just to show that they don't merely respond to the incidents in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They can have their own outcomes on it and whatnot, I guess.
Actually,
I am curious as to how the Civil War is going to affect the show, to say the least. Like, I was pretty miffed how Age of Ultron only got like a token mention in season 2 after season one was heavily influenced by Winter Soldier. So hoping that season 3 gets really affected by it. Which is why I'm kind of upset that the real S.H.I.E.L.D. plotline was wrapped up in season 2, because it felt like season 3 really could have gone and delved into it.
I did just read in a news article today that apparently Clark Gregg is heavily campaigning to try and get at least a cameo appearance on Iron Fist, because he absolutely adores.
I've heard
Iron
that.
Fist. Heard
that. I hope that happens. I really hope that happens. Anyway, Caleb, you've been kind of silent about this whole thing. not agree that that the MCU should get more recognition in Age of Shield? I know you don't watch it, so
no, I don't watch
your
the show.
loss.
I have no interest in the show. But I mean, if they're gonna connect the worlds, you know, saying if they're gonna connect the universes, they should connect them and have them interlock and not just have it one way. You know, the movies influence the show. The show should influence it. I mean, it just makes sense. Now, I understand you're not gonna do something on Age of Shield that's gonna affect. And this is a small screen show compared to a big budget movie. You know, they're not gonna have the TV show they're not gonna have the movie adhere to the TV show. It's just not gonna happen. You know, they're gonna make the TV show have to react to what happens in the movie. But you know, if you listen to interviews with like Josh Whedon when he was working on Age of Ultron, Marvel wants things a certain way, Paul. They want to do things a certain way. They have a set of rules. They have a set of guidelines. They're very strict about that. So, I mean, am I surprised that they're doing like this? No. Would I like to see them do something different? Sure. Do I think it's going to happen? No, because Marvel's going to do it their way, whether we like it or not. So.
All right. I think our audience is running out of patience, and I think we've run out of patience. So let's bring them in, shall we? Underoos!
You're not calling him that.
That's right.
Hey, if it's good enough for Iron Man, it's good enough for us. Thank you very much.
When as soon as Tony Stark said that and we saw who showed up, I just want to know, what was your reaction? Like, what was your facial expression when you saw it? Like, just Chris, show me what your face was like when you saw that our special guest show up. Big little noise. Big little noise when we get the camera on you. Colton, did you have a special facial reaction to it?
At last!
No kidding.
But now that is how you tease a character in a trailer. Take notes, Batman vs. Superman and Doomsday.
Oh, God. Enough of that shit. Avi, did you have a special facial reaction?
No, you know me. I wouldn't. I would just watch the trailer. I saw Spider-Man, and I was like, oh, that's Spider-Man. I had heard rumors that he was going to be in it, so I wasn't like completely shocked that he was in it.
Yeah, but Avi, the thing is that
I know.
The rumors were that Spider-Man was going to be featured heavily in the trailer, and since the trailer is basically what we've come to expect, Iron Man and Captain America fighting each other, and then we see the title saying Captain America Civil War. I was thinking, okay, so I guess those were just rumors.
I can't really have like one it's pretty much like a two. Like people are already having like arguments over like oh, his costume or whatever. I'm like, it's a they show him for 2 seconds. I can't judge anything. Like, I'm saying it's a good trailer. I don't know. My reaction seeing Spider-Man was like, oh, that's Spider-Man.
You need to pump yourself up a little bit more.
No, I don't need to have like huge reactions whenever anything happens.
You are too mellow sometimes. Nothing wrong with yelling and exciting.
Huge reactions when I see a character or something.
All right, Caleb, what about you? Did you have like any special like facial reaction when you saw it?
I was just happy for it. Like, I saw it when Jack posted it in the chat. So it was spoiled that Spider-Man was there. You know, he already spoiled it, but I watched it. I had no idea that it had even dropped. Like, I was at work, and I just pulled it up on my phone, and it just, and you know, and it's in heaven. I was like, bruh. It just felt good to see him where he belongs. And in my head, it was just going over and over and over and over. Spider-Man's home. Spider-Man's home. Spider-Man's home. Yeah, he's home.
Spider-Man's home. Thank you, Jesus!
You know, when he said, you know, like when he heard this, and he was like, you know, like everyone. I didn't hear the part. I heard, I'm home, bitches. You know, like, I just, you know, he's just like, yeah, here I am, you know. Like, he could have looked like fucking terrible, you know. But fuck, man.
What's up, Gretchen?
Gretchen!
But I was just happy to see him. You know, I was just like, fuck, man, Spider-Man's here. Like, holy fuck. It was just incredible. It was one of the best feelings watching a trailer in a long time, because like we all knew it was coming, but just to see it, just to know Spider-Man is in the MCU, and it's just a great feeling, Paul. You know, it was one of the same feelings that I got when I saw Batman and Superman on the screen at the same time. It's like, this is actually happening, you know. This is like tangible. Like, I can see it happening. Like, we're actually getting this. I'm gonna be able to watch this. Like, I'm so glad that I live in this age, Paul. Like, that we can have these things, Paul. You know, for so long, people have wanted this, and now it's finally gonna happen. So, yes, I can't wait.
Yes,
don't screw this up, Marvel. I mean,
please don't. Please.
Yeah, please. Marvel won't. In Feige, we trust. All right,
yeah,
Mike.
right.
What was your reaction when you saw Spider-Man show up?
Well, you know, I was just watching the trailer. I had a big old smile on my face, and then, you know, they said Marvel, and then it's like, okay, I'm done with this. On the ruse, and I was just like, just my smile get a lot bigger right there. I was like, okay, all right, I like it. I'm liking it. I like how they give like the sound effects for the eyes going shrinking like a little bit. I was got a nice little touch there.
Yeah, I actually just gotten out of my midterm. I got in my car on my way home when I saw saw Jack post the link for the show, so I'm watching it on my phone. So I'm already excited as hell for it. I'm like, oh my god, this trailer, this movie is gonna be so freaking awesome. I see Civil War show, I'm like, oh yeah, this can't wait. This is gonna be so cool. And then you hear Underwood, I'm like.
Breathe.
Spider-Man!
Yeah, buddy.
So, guys, let's talk about Spider-Man. I mean, how does he look? Do you like the way he looks? Would you have anything with it? Do you have the voice, anything? Mike, I'll start with you. Spider-Man, from the voice to the suit, what do you think?
I thought the voice was spot on. Tom Holland did a great job with that. I'm not 100% sure if that "Hey everyone" is actually from the movie, or if it was just Spider-Man saying, "Hey everyone, look who's in the movie, right here."
Well, yeah, they're probably gonna have it in the movie. I don't know.
I don't know. Hey, you can't see his mouth, so you can dub in whatever you want.
Yeah.
I think Tom Holland he's got the voice for it at least. I mean, yeah, I know some people are complaining that his outfit looks a little CGI. I didn't really see it. I didn't see an issue with it. Like I said, I
think people were saying the eyes were CGI. The outfit isn't.
I didn't have an issue with the eyes either. I thought that the iris is shrinking a little bit. I thought that looked cool. I think the whole thing looks very like Steve Ditko, like old school, like classic Spider-Man. So I got no issues with it whatsoever.
Yeah.
There we go.
Paul, you back?
Oh, did I freeze out?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I didn't notice.
No, but you're good.
All right, I think Colton, did you freeze out too?
Did I?
Okay, I guess not. All right. I'll come to you next, Colton.
I was on another tab. I didn't know if I froze or anything.
No, all right, no. Okay, this was just me. Fuck you, Google. All right. Colton, I'll come to you next. Spider-Man, the costume, the voice, anything about Spider-Man. What'd you think?
I'll admit I kind of missed the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, but I like seeing him in this. I think this new suit works nevertheless. I like seeing the eyes shrink and whatnot, and it can help give him a bit more expression, I think, among other things. And yeah, even though he only had one line, which was "Hey everyone," I still think Tom Holland did a good job delivering that line because it just sounded like something Spider-Man would naturally say. It's like, "Hey everyone, we're about to fight to the death, but I'm just gonna casually crash the party and like, hey everyone, how's it going?" And I just the way they teased him, I'm like, yeah, that was the best way they could possibly do it. It's like they make a rumor that Spider-Man is gonna be heavily in the trailer, then he's not in the trailer, and I'm like, okay, it's just a rumor, and then bam, Tony's like, under ruse, and then he webs up Captain America's shield, and then he webs up Captain America's hands, which is kind of stupid because we know Captain America can break out of it. But just seeing him take the shield and then making that superhero landing, that was just awesome.
Superhero landing, all right. You know, you can hurt your legs doing that.
Yeah. And yeah, like I said, I really like Tom Holland's casting because of his age. He's like the closest we've ever gotten to an age-appropriate Spider-Man. So I think that can really sell how different he is from the other characters. Because like when he spoke, he really did sound like someone that was young, opposed to Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Like, nothing against them, but you know, with this kind of film, I think they really did need a younger actor to sell Spider-Man. As the every hero compared to everyone else, you know.
Colton, so you're saying that high school students aren't in their 30s? What the hell you say?
I'm saying Hollywood has lied to us. They lied to us.
You shut your lying mouth right now.
I mean, really, are we supposed to believe that Tobey Maguire is in high school? I mean, crying out loud. I mean, this guy looks freaking ripped for a high school student. And don't you get me started on Kirsten Dunst in high school. That was just about as unbelievable as you could possibly get.
Yeah,
against those actors, I really loved them in that movie and Spider-Man 1 itself. But I'm really looking forward to what Marvel does with Spider-Man now that they've gotten the rights back to the character. It's like, the other thing I liked about seeing at first I was kind of hoping that we wouldn't see Spider-Man in the trailers, but I'm actually kind of glad that they did because, well, first of all, they did a good job teasing him, and it also gives us a small level of assurance that we will see Spider-Man in costume at least once, and hopefully in an actual fight.
Yep. All right. Avi, I'm gonna come to you next. You know, Spider-Man. Anything you would like to say? Or you would think of the suit, the voice, anything? Avi?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Spider-Man in the trailer. Yeah, it's good. Him saying, "Hey, everyone." It is kind of perfect because that I was watching the Screen Junkies review of the trailer. That is something that he'd say because he's a teenager. It's such like a punk, like he's such a punk in the trailer. It's something because it's like, oh, hey everyone, like me, this teenager is like respected with like Iron Man and Captain America, and when I'm only whatever 19 or however old. Yeah, like he's acting like such a big shot, like, oh yeah, hey everyone, I'm just here. And
all right.
I don't know what to make of the costume. Like, I don't love it, I don't hate it. I'm just not used to it. I don't know what to say about the costume really.
Okay, all right. Chris, I'll come to you. Costume, voice. What'd you think of Spider-Man?
Delightful. Under ruse.
We are not calling. Forget it.
Hopefully, can you live this down?
Like language.
I think that's gonna be Colton's new nickname, Underoos.
Just incredible. Underoos Hunt. I'm just kidding.
Oh, he's gonna go gangster on you.
Okay, Colton. Don't hook out on us, you know.
Colton, right here.
Golden smell. Sorry, I don't know. I almost lost control.
You to the corner, man. I'm just kidding.
I almost lost control and turned into a giant
Get
green.
out.
Do some Pilates. Come on. Oh my God.
Have some beer. Chill out.
Yeah, I mean, bongo drums, bag of weed. Anyway, regarding Spider-Man, you couldn't find a better way to introduce this character into this trailer than just how they brought him in, just like Tony Stark calling him out, just you put Cap's hands in the web or something like that. And of course, you shield and stand up, superhero landing. Oh my God! He's like, and that line when just he just does it so casually. I just love how he delivered that was perfect though. And James Gunn's comments regarding him is just like, yeah. I mean, I wasn't really keen on Holland's casting. I mean, I hadn't seen anything he'd done. I mean, yeah, just 2 lines in this trailer. You can't maybe judge something based on 2 lines. But he seems pretty. I mean, he seems like, yeah, he seems like he's a winner though. Hopefully. I mean, and I'm glad they cast him I'm glad they cast him as a person of high school rather than somebody in their mid-20s. Thank you, Tobey Maguire, which was not bad, by the way. But he was a little old to play the character. So was Andrew Garfield. The costume itself, it kind of fits, because yeah, Spider-Man is supposed to, in this realm is supposed to be somewhat a kid of high school age. I mean, it's not going to be like how he's not going to. It's not going to come to the design sophistication like it was in the Raimi film. So it seems kind of appropriate just to harken back to that Ditko Stan Lee era in which they were first introducing the character. So that, I mean, I wasn't really. I mean, it's not a bad design. It's just a little cartoony in some instances, but the irises were cool. That was just fantastic. Overall, his experience, I mean, up in arms. I can't wait to see how he is portrayed in this movie. I can't wait.
All right. Caleb, I'm coming to you next. Spider-Man, the voice, the costume. I mean, you and me, bro, we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for a good Spider-Man movie since 2004 when Spider-Man 2 came out. There hasn't been a good one since. So, what'd you think? Unmute your thing. Come on. Caleb, your mic is muted. We can't hear you.
I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, I absolutely loved it. First of all, I want to address something real quick. I heard somebody say, not on here, but something else. The voice. Okay. I love the fact that he sounds young. Because if my memory serves me, right, I believe he's supposed to be, 14 in this movie? He's supposed to be like 15. A freshman in high school? 15. Like a 14, 15. He's a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
So it means he just went through puberty, because most boys go through that age, and his voice was, it was high, it sounded young. That's fine to me. That's fine. That doesn't bother me whatsoever, because his character is young.
We have an actual high schooler.
Oh my God, we're actually gonna have a young Spider. Oh, we're not gonna have Andrew Garfield, who looks like he's like 18, but he's actually like 30. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. His costume looks.
Yeah.
God, your voice shit out on us. Your mic is not. Your mic is unmuted, but your voice went out. We can't hear you.
I could hear fine.
Okay, so it sounds like he can hear us, but we can't hear him.
Yeah. You can't hear me.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I could hear you fine.
We're experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Google Plus can officially kiss my white ass.
I could hear him fine.
It sounds like Mr. Rooney from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's like, you can kiss my big fat.
There's viewers online too.
Well, okay. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Okay, you're still here?
It's
The
over.
show's over. Go home.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Chill out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we
Yeah.
can. Now we can.
I was able to hear
Alright,
you. Well done.
I don't know why it does that, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, I mean, his costume, like I said, it's a little different. Not what I expected, but that doesn't mean that I didn't like it. It's just different. And like I said, the voice does not bother me whatsoever because he's supposed to be young. Yeah. If he sounded like he was like an old man, hey guys, that would just be weird. Like, it would just be weird. Wait, well, why does he sound like that? You know, so him sounding young, I mean, and he sounds inexperienced. So he sounds like he doesn't really know what's going on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he might already be Spider-Man, but it doesn't sound like he's been Spider-Man for long, I'm guessing. I'm interested to see how Tony recruits him, you know, if he goes to Tony and says, hey, I want to join you, you know, blah, blah, blah. If Tony seeks him out, I'm interested to see how that happens. So
actually, there was a, I remember reading this article, there was actually a scene in AntMan that might actually give it away. It happened during a news story, a news article, news that was on TV, and the scroll, and the news that's scrolling up below, it says something like, Stark awards science scholarship to youth schools in Queens, New York. We all know Peter Parker lives in Queens.
Good catch.
Yeah.
All right, so, all right, very good, Kale. As for me, like, you know, I didn't mind the voice. You know, as Kale said, he's supposed to be young. The suit is different, but I do like it. Did anyone else notice he got a web belt with like the whole his extra web cartridges? We have never seen that before in this live-action Spider-Man costume. But he was sporting the belt.
Cool. Catch, man.
I think I did notice.
I mean, yeah, this is definitely kind of like harkens back to the suit. It's like feels like sort of an old-fashioned like 1960s type of Spider-Man suit with the eyes, and I don't mind it. It's like it's different, but I will get adjusted to it. All right.
Oh, sorry.
No, Mike. You said that you had a question you wanted to ask us. Why don't you go ahead?
Yeah. Just kind of a question that kind of popped in my head. Does anyone think that this is actually the first time in the movie that we will see Spider-Man?
I think it's possible.
They might discuss about how he joined them up, but this might be like the first shot we actually see in the movie.
That might be.
That sounds.
That might be the first time we see Spider-Man in costume, but I think we may wind up seeing like Peter Parker himself beforehand. Like I think the suit he's wearing in the scene, I think Tony actually gave it to him. I think Tony designed that suit.
That would be sweet.
That can explain the iris.
I do remember seeing some art release that showed Spider-Man's costume being pretty rudimentary, he clearly made himself and whatnot. So it would make sense. We got the suit that he's wearing was something that Tony gave him.
Yeah, that actually coincides with the room that I was seeing that he was actually going to have. Spider-Man was actually going to have two suits in this movie. The first one being like a homemade suit, and then a second one that Tony gave him that more resembles the classic red and blue suit.
Right. Well, definitely explain the whole moving eyes thing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if they do. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say the mechanical eyes, though, it may have been possible that Tony may have had design input, especially in that area. It's just like, there are rumors that he may have already had his powers by then, you know. Or it just may have been like a brand new suit that he created. He may have been Spider-Man for a while, but that's like the suit that we see him in the trailer. It may have been like another one that he created, but when probably Tony Stark recruited him or something like that. Yeah, he had some idea. He put his own ideas into it.
I hate to change this conversation. Avi.
Yeah.
I assume you're doing this podcast on like your phone or tablet or something.
Yeah.
Okay. The way you were just holding the tablet right now, with the way your thumb was kind of over the camera somewhat, or your hand was over it somewhat, I would love you if you never held it like that again, because the way your thumb was positioned in your hand, it looks like something I don't want to say.
Well, they can put it in the call.
Oh
my goodness! Oh, really?
What the hell?
Look, call me, accuse me of having a fucked up mind. You're probably right. I do. But it disturbs me.
You're asking. I was holding this.
What were you holding?
What the hell?
Okay, changing the subject.
There was a person in this room.
Well, I've seen people going mostly gaga over this trailer. There was one complaint that I've seen that kind of bugs me, where some people said that Tony actually calling Spider-Man Underoos almost ruined the trailer, and that because we're like, after all the seriousness of the trailer, to see Tony actually to see a joke actually get thrown into the trailer kind of threw off the entire dynamic, and I'm left thinking, but it's totally making the comic though. It's totally in character.
Let me ask you guys a question. I'm just wondering this. Do you think that? Okay, now I'm probably really wrong, so don't don't blast me. Do you think that there's a chance that Spider-Man doesn't have the name Spider-Man yet in this movie?
It's
possible.
Possible. I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, what if he doesn't really know? Like I said, he's probably really new at this. What if he doesn't really know? You know, he still know he's still learning, and he gets that name in this. I'm just wondering because he calls him Underoos. That might just be Marvel. Like fucking with us, but it might mean something else. I don't know. So
I don't know. Considering that he got his powers from a spider, though, it seemed kind of weird for him to just not come to the conclusion to call himself that if he's been at the hero business for.
Well, maybe it's another spider-themed name. Maybe it's the human spider, Spider Boy, or
right.
I don't know. Like
Spider-Man.
I don't know.
Interesting theory, though.
But really, it just sounds like Sony calling him Underoos is just him just trolling Spider-Man rather than him suggesting that he doesn't have a name yet.
I mean, that's what I'm guessing, but I just thought, hey, well, what if they were like a send us up or something like that, because in the original Spider-Man, when he first got his powers, he went by the human spider, so they might troll us like that and be like, oh, he doesn't have Spider-Man yet, so I don't know. It's a thought that popped in my head.
If he did like that, I would not be offended. I mean, if he was like that brand new, I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree. All right,
wrong with Caleb.
I'm getting tired.
No, I'm so sorry. Hold on 1 second, Paulie. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I did not mean to react like that. I'm sorry. I feel so.
You've been working a lot, man. That's fine. We get it.
No, it's not that, Paulie. It's not that at all.
Is Gretchen teasing you?
Are you okay, Caleb?
No. Sorry, guys. So you guys know, I was playing some Madden, and I just pulled a pack, one of the packs, and I pulled a card that's probably worth over 2 million coins. So
nice.
My mind just got blown right now. So yeah.
Right.
Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I
No.
really didn't mean to react like that.
It's okay. All right. So real quick, before we wrap this up, there's some quick poll questions that I want to ask all you before we wrap this up. So first one, yes or no? Do you think this is the film where we find? Because I believe that Bucky is the one who killed Tony's parents. Do you think Do you think Tony will find that out in this movie?
Yes.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
I think he may. I think it's pretty much inconsequential at this point.
All right.
Maybe.
Do you think the way this movie is going to unravel, like by the time the movie's over, no side wins, and you think Marvel's going to leave it up to the viewers to decide who won the fight?
I think it'd be really interesting if at the end, like Cap and some of his allies get arrested and like locked away, and then at the start of Infinity War, Iron Man's forced to like release them so that they can help.
Regarding the structure in the trailer that's in the water, that could be like the superhero prison. Like I think it was in the comic book or something like that. That could. I mean, it may end up with Cap, like in the comic book with Cap, and his ally, and his faction, being arrested by the government. It's just, it may not end up like that, or Tony and him may call truces. I don't know.
I think it's going to cause a lot of friction. I think it's going to cause both factions to go far, far away. I mean, it's the classic. Let's have a big confrontation on the team. They split up, then they come back together for. In Infinity War. I mean, I don't think there's going to be like really like one side winning though. I mean, how do you really have that work though, Because then you're going to piss off all the Captain America fans or you're going to piss off all the Iron Man fans,
All right.
You know, so.
All right. On that note, gentlemen, last question, and you think you know what's coming. Whose side are you on? I am Team Cap. Mike?
Well, I've got all of them on here, but my favorite is this one right here.
All right. Colton?
I'm Team Cap. I mean, right now Iron Man kind of has a point, but I'm pretty sure there was some way for this big government plan to backfire horrendously. So I'm sticking with Cap for right now.
Chris?
Even if Spidey is on Cap is on Iron Man's team, unfortunately.
Sure. I mean, excuse me. Cap.
Haha, you already made your first choice. We know what your side, ladies.
No, Cap, bro.
Okay. Caleb?
Oh, man. Well, Spider-Man's on Tony's side. Black Panther's on Tony's side. But I believe, like, I believe on Cap's side. You know, like, I believe in what he's fighting for. So for me, it's like,
we don't know necessarily if Spider-Man and Black Panther are going to end on Tony's side, though.
Yeah, they may wind up switching.
I have a feeling
they may stay for his side the whole way.
I have a feeling there's going to be some sort of middle ground that kind of unites them maybe towards the end, but who knows.
We still haven't seen Baron Zemo yet.
No.
That is true. Okay.
Yeah, real quick, Paul. Now, okay, I hate to bring up another movie that's not coming out soon, but it's...
oh, you hate that? I think you not.
So you guys know that in Batman vs Superman, when, you know, they're going to fight whatever, but there's also going to be another threat, Doomsday. Is there going to be another threat in this movie, you know, that, like, they're going to fight, yeah, but at the end of the movie, they're going to have to fight a different threat?
Yeah,
Baron Zemo.
Right, and like him and Crossbones. You know? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. I mean, I think that's interesting that Batman and, you know, that these two huge movies probably have eerily similar plots, you know. Not saying that they're the exact same, but they got, I mean, if you think about it, probably, humanity, you know, the human race is rebelling against the Avengers. The human race is rebelling against Superman. That includes Batman because, you know, he's just a regular human. And they're going to fight each other, and then they're going to fight a greater threat at the end of the movie. If I told you that plot, you could say that both of those movies, that's Batman vs. Superman. Oh, that's Civil War. I'm just saying, like, both those plots are very eerily similar. I'm just saying.
And the only group the only group that can get along is the Suicide Squad.
They will kill each other.
All right. Avi, you are the last person to ask. Whose side are you on?
He's under rules.
Under rules.
Don't say anything, Colton. I'm just kidding.
He's like,
I'm done.
Blast.
You know, if this movie did end with some of the heroes getting arrested, wouldn't it be funny if the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. followed up on it by having them break them out or something like that?
Dude, that would be an epic mid-credit scene. They get Cap and his team get arrested, and then Coulson's the one who talks to them to try to break them out. I mean, it won't happen, but how awesome would that be?
I don't know. My brain can process it. Oh my god! I don't know.
I can picture Coulson saying, "Somebody call the cavalry," and then May saying, "Don't call me that." in movie.
Yeah. All right, Avi, you didn't answer my question. He's not gonna answer me. He's like, "Fuck you! I'm not saying a damn thing." All right, fine. Fine, be that way. All right, guys, so with that is going to wrap up.
Wait,
What?
Did I pick my team?
No, you didn't. You never said a damn thing.
Oh, no, sorry. It keeps lagging, sorry. Yeah, I pick Team Cap because just because of AntMan. I've said that before. Sorry, it keeps lagging.
All right, not a problem, not a problem. All right, guys, so that is going to wrap up our special Civil War discussion episode. I would like to thank all of you for being here. Avi, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Mike, it was a pleasure having you here.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be with you guys.
All right. Colton, we thank you also for being here.
Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man! And not Underoos.
Underoos!
I think there's going to be a civil war among this group. Team Underoos versus Team Spider-Man.
Whatever.
Didn't we all pick Team Cap? Did any of us pick Iron Man side?
I don't think anyone
Hell
did.
no!
Didn't Caleb pick Iron Man because of Spider-Man?
Well,
No.
I said Iron Man's tempting because, again, Spider-Man's over there, Black Panther. But I just believe in what Cap is fighting for more.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
The
we're
best
all
comment
Team
I
Cap.
saw was just like, "Team, just give me a good movie."
Yeah, right? Like,
There's no doubt of that.
but I'm a bigger Iron Man fan than I am Cap fan, but, you know. But I gotta go with the Cap, so.
All right. Chris, my brother, it was fun having you here.
Yeah, definitely. And rooting for Underoos. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, he can't let it go. He can't let it go. He really
Yeah,
can't
that's
let
not
it go.
going away anytime soon.
Oh my god, he can't let it go. He just cannot let it go. This is so good. Chris, I swear to God, though. Oh my god.
Oh. The good thing Chris and Colton are so far apart from each other, otherwise we'd have some problems.
He's Underoos!
Oh
He's
my god.
Spider-Man!
Underoos!
Spider!
I swear to God.
Who is the Spider-Man you speak of? I want to know if the hero named
It's like
Underoos.
to give nerds a bad name, okay, Chris? I mean, we're better than this, right?
No. It's like how I like saying Trekkies over Trekker.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
I don't need to go through that, okay?
Alright.
Fuck those labels. I am a Star Trek fan, that is it.
No, Trekkie!
No.
Trekkie.
No.
Trekkie.
Fuck Trekkers, we're all Star Trek fans.
Trekkie!
What? Paul,
We're all Star Trek fans, and that is that.
except for me, so, you know. It's cool.
Well, I don't know what's taking Gretchen so long to get you to watch Star Trek.
Hey, I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen, Paul. But
Yeah, will, because I'm tell you what. When I come down there this summer, I'm bringing all 10 of my movies, and we are going to binge, brother. We're gonna binge.
binge. Oh boy, interesting.
We're gonna have an all-day Star Trek marathon.
I like it.
All right, let's
Paul,
get my man. What?
May the force be with you.
Ross!
How dare you! How dare you!
You don't even know which sign you're putting up.
You know, if I could reach you, I'll give you the Vulcan death grip right now. There's no such thing.
No.
Yeah, there is. You just punch someone right in
Maybe I should get my bat left.
the neck. Yeah. All right, Caleb. It was. I'm really happy that you were able to make the time to be here.
Yes, sir. I'm super excited to be here, Paulie. I can't wait for this movie. I don't know. I mean, it's slowly becoming my number. Wait, what was it my number 2? I can't remember.
Like number 3.
Oh, was it? Oh, real quick, Paulie. Did you hear that they pulled Gambit?
No, I didn't.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I saw it again. I don't know where it was from, but I guarantee I saw that Fox has pulled Gambit, and they announced 2 unnamed Marvel movies.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
What happened?
Gambit got pulled.
They pulled.
No way!
Pretty sure, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I know. Crazy, huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to drop that bomb on you guys, but yeah.
No, that's fine. That's fine. No, that actually might be a good thing. You could free up Channing Tatum to play Eddie Brock in Spider-Man.
How long ago did they announce this? How long ago did they?
Hold on, maybe I can pull it up. 1 second, guys. Sorry.
No, yeah, I see it. I'm actually on Wikipedia right now. It says Kinberg said that he hopes to start filming in spring 2016. The film was later removed from Fox's release schedule. That was in Variety.
I could have heard. I heard too much news around Gambit. I could have heard that.
I mean, that's Variety, one of the most credited sites. You know, it's
yeah, no, I believe you. I'm pretty sure I also heard it.
That's crazy to me, man. Oh. But anyway, sorry, I just remembered that, so I just
no. That's something that we should know about. I mean, I was kind of looking forward to a little bit, but I mean, at the same time, like I said, he frees up Channing Tatum to play Eddie Brock in Spider-Man, which is what I really want to see.
Oh, that would be really good, Paulie. I think seeing Eddie Brock would be awesome. I mean, you know, like I seen him as Eddie Brock would be freaking dope.
Really?
Yes, indeed. So yeah, real quick, I do want to bring this up because it was brought up to when I was on a page of a person that I follow, and I couldn't believe when I saw it. This year marks the 15th anniversary of one of the better Time Force. Came out 15 years ago, so happy anniversary to Time Force.
You kind of lagged. Can you repeat that? Paul?
What was that, Colton?
We're kind of lagging. Can you repeat that?
Oh, sorry. This year marks the 15th anniversary of one of the best seasons in Power Rangers history, and that is Time Force. Came out 15 years ago, so happy anniversary to Time Force.
Time Force!
That show, the cast, stellar season.
Time Force was really good, actually. It had a lot more. It was a lot deeper than most of the most Power Ranger series.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the 15 years. That 20 years since Zeo, 10 years since Mystic Force, and 5 years since Samurai. But I mean, I think we can all agree. Like Time Force. Let's talk about the later one, the Time Force. Yes.
Well,
all right, guys. So
I am partial to SPD, but that's another story.
That had its 10th anniversary last year. All right, guys. So that is going to wrap our Civil War discussion. Thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget we have a
superhero landing.
Okay, I think we need to end this before someone dies. So thank you all for watching. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.